Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm just here going to make a quick video for you guys to share with you how to play the what I call the back pair, the actually the outside double numbers. So outside double numbers is more going to be of any numbers that has, let's say, like a 626 number, like the pairs on the outside. Or let's say if it was like 282 or let's see, like a 282 number. There's all these different pairs. Sometimes it may be a 424 or like a 747, any outside numbers that are double, right? So a lot of these the outside numbers most people don't understand it is it's really still a double number, but it's really the pivot number is going to be the middle number itself of which way it's going to go. A lot of times when this number appears just as is, sometimes the outside number becomes the mirroring numbers itself. Like the outside numbers of the 282, the outside may become a one turn into a 7, or the other may become and turn into like a 2 7. And then sometimes it may take out the middle number and make it into a 3 as well. So like it's just all different. Every number has a different way of understanding it. But let's see, let me just pull up some numbers here for us and see if I can give you like a quick example of how these numbers play. Sometimes it may trigger the number itself to make the next number tricky. But I mean, it's just always a outside double is sometimes I always like to share and help you understand how to play that number. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart here. So let's go ahead and find, I'm here in 2024 charts. So let's just choose a number that we can use that may have a double pair on the outside, the double outside doubles. So let's try, do you guys see a double pair number? So let's do this. So let's use this. 303, August 16th. So August 16th is 303, right? So then we hit the update on the rundown, see which one it's going to use. And here it is. It's a root stability. It's a low root. That's probably the reason why. It's a 369. And you guys familiar with my story chart, which if you enter a number here, it breaks it into individual numbers here. And then on this side is the root sum of the number, which is 6. The sum is 6. The mirror number of a 303 is 585, right? So let's go ahead and then the root sum is 6 here. And then it tells us here the number 303 is a double, mirror numbers here, and then it gives you the pairs, and then it gives you what the other numbers may be, right? So let's go ahead and let's go to this chart, 369 chart. So we'll go ahead and take that down and put it into a 303. 858. So let's go ahead and do that. And here it is. So the stick of this number is a 0. This one is the only one that changed, right? So the mirror of this is 5 here, the 5 sticks here, 0 sticks here, right? So 369 always try to keep, a lot of times it may mirror the numbers on the outside. It may also it may flip the mirror numbers here, and it may come back as the pivotal number here is the 0 that sometimes may change or it may not change. So the date that we're looking at, this number came up on August the 16th, so we're going to be looking for the 17th of the number. So we'll go ahead and put the 7 up here, and we'll go ahead and put the 808 up here, or actually It's not the 808, it's the 549. So the mirror number, the main number came up as 303 here. The mirror number became as 808. So now we're looking for the 17th. So we'll go ahead and flip this around. 094, 094. So now here's a 17th. And 17th is here. So the next day's number, we're going to be searching around the 17th. So August the 16th, 17th, 808. 17th, 808. So some came out really straight. That's based off of the 369 chart. See? So that's one of the pivotal where the middle number doesn't change. And it's just based off of the rundown itself. This one played out very well on the 17th. Alright, so let's try another one. Let's try another number here. And let's find another outside numbers, or let's just keep that 808 and make that into, and then we can see if we can find a 645 here. So let's do 808353. So now we're looking at the 18th. So the 18th is down here, and we're going to go ahead and put 280 here, 735. 18th is here, and let's go and switch this out to the 8. I just created this box here recently to narrow down all the numbers for us. So this is the 8, so it finds out all the 8s for us. And around one of these 8s is going to be the 645 number. See here, there's a 4-5. There's nothing. There's a 6 down here. Let's see, 4-5 right here. 6-4-5 is around the middle 8 here. And then the 8 down here is the same 8 up here. So that's just a straight number that we're playing off of the date of the 080. But if you look at the thing here again as 808, the mirror number is now 3 and the 0 is up here. So if you were to play the 303, the 808 comes down here, right? But if you would have played the 808, the mirror number here would have been 353. So if you would have switched this to 353, and then the 808 on this side, the mirror number is different down here. The mirror number is different down here as well. So if we would have played this chart this way, then I would have played the 230 up here. Right? So now you're here. So now here's the 18th. Now let's try again for 645. This is a 456 right here. It's going across. So off of this 8 here, it's wrapped around the 3 because this mirror number is here. Right? So it's wrapped around this box here, and it became out here. It came right here too. 654, 654, 45, 45. Then the 6 is down here. So, but that's the way this one played out, is based off of the mirror number itself, off the original 808. Because the 808 now is 858 here. And if you go here, 808 is over here. And if you go back to 808 over here, it's the mirror in 85, the 353 here. And that's where it's playing off of the 654 right against that mirror itself, off the original 808. So if you put 808 back up here, 353, see the 6, the 5, and the 4. This would have been a 4 up here. And on this side is 353. Same thing, 6, 5, and then 4. So that's how it played off of it because it's based off of the 8 number. But somehow the 8 itself here flipped it around off of this mirror is where this mirror played here. So that's why if you put this mirror in this box, you'll be able to see it. So that would have been the 858. And now there it is. All right, so the 369 chart is pretty cool. I mean, you can understand how the different numbers would play. Because if you would have just played it off of the 0 here, then it would have been a 109 here, but it won't give you the same number. But even if you put the 0 here, it would have been the 604, right? But if you switch it around and take this mirror number that it's given you already and run it that way, because this is the exact mirror of the 808. 808. Now the mirror off of this is the 5s. That's where it's played at. All right, so but that's how this one played out. And let's just do one more. Let's do one more. That is another outside number. So let's find another one here. Let's try. Do you see other? Let's try this one. 909. So we'll play it as a mirror number. Let's see, 9. Oh, actually, it says 090 545. So I would probably take this 545 and put it in here. And then I'll put 9090. And I'll run this down so the 4 brings it down. And let's see if anything works on this one based off of the mirror. So let's go ahead and take the 18. So that'll be the 19. So I'll go ahead and highlight this as a 9. Now the 9 is here. So I'll take this 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6. And I'll drag that 9 up here. So the original number is 989 and the 454 is here, right? So that's where the mirror number is at, sitting at off the original chart. All right, so now the next day's number is 982. 98, so the 2 is way up here. So then if you go to this 9 here, is 928 here. 928, 928. Then if you go against this number here, it's all just above the number that came up here. If you go down here, there's nothing. So it's based off of this 9 here. And a lot of times, if you go into the teens, like a lot of times it plays here if it's only from 1 to 10. Then if you go to 11 to 30, 31, it plays in these two boxes a lot of times. So that's what happened here. So it's 9 to 8 here. And it didn't play off of the mirror here. But let's say if we just played the original, because that's what we played as the 454. But if we would have played the 090 and used the mirror off of this 595, now the 909 comes down here. Now you can go 040. Right, so now we're there, and we go ahead and put the 9 back in this box here. So it'll be 731286, and we play that. And now there are all these 9s that came up in this box. All right, so now it's 982. So there's 9898, but there's no 2. 2 is way up here. Now if you look here, there's nothing. There's a 2, 9, 9, 2, 8 this way. It's based off of the middle number here as because the date on that is the 19th. And then still attached to the 4 again here. But that's off of this mirror number here, which became a 404. because the mirror number of the 090 has changed to 595, right? So that's the reason why I played it that way. But if you mirror this down the rundown itself, it flips around and keep the middle digits. So that's why all of these, both of these nines are sitting here. 909, mirror of 959, because it's on a 369 rundown. If it's a 317 rundown, then it just mirrors the whole numbers all the way across. All right. So that's really, I mean, the only information I want to share with you on the outside doubles. And I got some new stuff that's coming up here soon, which is we're going to be playing some new numbers based off of the front pair doubles, how to play the back pair doubles, the outside doubles is what we just played right now. Then all the odd numbers, evens, mirror numbers, like if it's like a 227, these are all mirror numbers. Then we have a root numbers itself like this here. If you calculate all this, the 6 digit, this becomes a root number of every number that you have. And sometimes you can play the 518 into a chart and play the next day, and sometimes it may come up or may come up with the week numbers for you. And then understanding each rundown that we have. I mean, the system that I have here has all the rundowns for you that you can change it to. If you just change it here and base it off of the chart here, right? So that's really how it works here. And then we're gonna understand. I'm adding this here pretty soon. Is really understanding your hot, cold, overdue numbers. There's gonna be another section. I'm gonna probably put it into the rundown system, or maybe I might have a separate sheet for it. Then I'm gonna add the cold numbers, so that way when you have your data updated, it pulls maybe like the last 30 days, which numbers has been a hot number, which numbers has been a cold numbers. I mean, that's really the way that some people like to play it, and which number hasn't played in a while, so it'll pull the overdue numbers for you. And then later down the road, I'll be making videos of each number. So let's say if this number came up here, 172, what are the outcomes of the numbers itself? So there's going to be several things that will be coming up here as well. And I will just go ahead and break that down for you as well. So there's a lot of things coming up. So this one is just one of the quick videos I want to share with you tonight. So you guys have a wonderful day. Subscribe to my channel and like my videos and share if you can. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye.